What's good, YouTube? So we got something new to talk about today, finally. We have some new information, kinda, sorta, about Sonic Prime. And depending on who you're asking, it's a glass half full, maybe a glass half empty kind of thing. Could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. So we'll get into that real quick, so I don't want to waste your time. Let's get into the news and let's roll the clip. So 2022 is supposed to be the year of Sonic, and I feel like there's this common theme that other than really Sonic Movie 2, we don't know anything about some of these projects that are coming out this year when it comes to Sonic Frontiers, Sonic Origins, and Sonic Prime, which is one of the more slept on projects in my opinion. If you're watching this video, if you're a fan of my content, you know what Sonic Prime is. It's a Netflix show coming up in 2022 that will feature a 3D animated modern Sonic in this multiverse setting. I think the last time we heard anything about it is when I broke the story earlier this year, back in like January, that it was coming out in fall 2022 based off an interview with Takashi Iizuka, and since then we really haven't heard anything. But yesterday, the studio that's animating the series, Wild Brain Studios, just released a tweet that they're hiring for the role of basically the entire team for Sonic Prime. So I saw this tweet yesterday. I've been kind of sitting on it. I was waiting for a little bit more Sonic news to come out, but as you guys know, it's been a little bit of a dry spell. We got this brand new Sonic Movie 2 poster, which actually looks pretty cool. Like, it's actually pretty fire, but I'm not gonna sit here and go full Sonic Tuber moment and do like a fucking 8-minute video on it. You guys want to see it? It's right here. It looks awesome. But yeah, Wild Brain Studios tweeted out this tweet about Sonic Prime yesterday. Let's take a look at it right now. So this was tweeted yesterday on March 10th that the Sonic Prime team is looking for CG artists. Know someone perfect for these roles? Share the post or tag them in the comments. So we've kind of gotten to the point where they're like recruiting in the Twitter comments and in their DMs. I don't know if this is good or bad, but anyways, let's continue. They are looking for CG animators, senior CG animators, lighting / comp artists, senior modelers, a show TD, and a rigger. You can apply now at wildbrain.com/join us. They also have a new logo for Sonic Prime. I don't know if you've noticed, but it's slightly different than the old one. If you look at the comparison between the two, there's a little bit less coloring where it says Prime. I think they've tightened up the borders a little bit as well, and it looks pretty much the same, but honestly, I really don't like it. I'm not gonna lie. I think the old one looks better. This one's probably like a little bit more refined, but I don't know. I feel like the purple coloring in the Prime just looks so much better. But let me know what you guys think about that. So wow, that's kind of crazy, right? Like, we haven't heard anything about Sonic Prime in a while, and it's expected that the show is going to be coming out within 6 to 8 months. So is this concerning? Like, it really depends on who you ask. Like, I saw this meme right here on Twitter, and I feel like it captures like the perfect essence of what's going on right now, because it's a little bit confusing, it's a little bit obscure. It's pretty easy for people to get tripped up on this, myself included. But yeah, there's definitely a huge debate going on right now, so I kind of want to interject my 2 cents into it. On one hand, it's like, yo, if the show's coming out in 6 months and it's supposed to be fully 3D animated, which I think is high budget, how are they still hiring basically a full team of people? Like, doesn't that just sound a little bit concerning? Like, I'm more so on the glass half empty side. Like, this could be pretty bad. I don't know. How do you need to hire that many people if the show's coming out soon? So that leads the question, like, have they even started filming yet? Have they finished writing the script? Like, we know Ian Flynn has like some type of consulting role apparently. The writer for the show, I think he did some work with Ben 10. So like, are they even done with the script? I want to say they are done with the script. I think I did see it somewhere, but I'm still not 100% sure on that. I would imagine that if the show is to release in fall, they probably finished all that on the back end, and now they're just looking for animators. But are things behind the scenes really not going as planned? By looking at this tweet, you could probably make that guess. Like, honestly, that's where I'm leaning towards. I don't really know how animation works. Like, I'm not really 100% sure on this. I'm obviously not an expert, but there usually are some know-it-alls in the comments. So if you want to be a know-it-all, now's your time to shine and educate us and let us know what you think is happening. It's so weird how we're like halfway through March and we still don't know anything about 3 out of the 4 major Sonic projects coming out this year. But I've been rambling a little bit. Let's move over to the positive side of what this could mean. I think the first thing to say is that this isn't the first time they've asked for animators and said that they're hiring. So it's not like it's unique as if it's never happened before, you know? And I've been kind of trying to see both sides of the argument on Twitter. I'll show you guys some of the tweets I've been looking at. So I'm quoting Sonic Stadium on Twitter. They said it could be for a second unannounced season. It's not uncommon for staff to leave and join between seasons. It could be for a second half of the initial 24 episodes. It could be staff turnover, which is not a good thing. Or yes, maybe is something up with the production and we could be in for a delay. Another guy in the same thread said Wild Brain always does this. They'll announce job openings for shows due out in like 6 months. Usually it's just to help the process go by faster, but to be honest, I think they blew their load too fast announcing Prime before they even had anything solidified. There's also another interesting Twitter thread I saw. Someone asked Snookums Gal, who apparently knows people who work for Sonic Prime and is an animator themselves. They said, can I ask you the question question on the account of you being an animator. It's related to how companies employ / hire people as a recent event that has left a certain group confused. They said, yeah, sure, go ahead. I've only got my little bubble of knowledge of my personal experiences and maybe some of my friends / co-workers, but I can try to answer. So this person sent them the meme I told you guys about, and they said, simply put, WildBrain just sent out the we're hiring notices for the Sonic Prime cartoon. Said cartoon was announced in 2021 and is already set to come out this year, and this tweet pretty much explains to the rest how some of the fans reacted. Snookums Gal replied and said, WildBrain isn't in charge of releasing trailers, that's up to Netflix. Netflix always airs their trailers late. I'm sure they're gonna do the weird production season versus airing season that Netflix always does. So the first batch of episodes for season 1 will be done by the time it airs. 3, they're hiring to help with the rest of the produced episodes, which will end up in season 2 and beyond, ? And 4, this is actually the most interesting thing that they say. I personally know people working on this show. It's def still going on. It's not going to be canceled. So it's not going to be canceled, but maybe it could be delayed. I don't know. So really what it comes down to is some people are saying, why the hell are you still hiring people when the show is coming out in like 6 months? And on the other side, it's basically saying this is what WildBrain does. This isn't new. And some people who are familiar with animation think that this is just business as usual. Here's what I'll say about this. Sonic the Hedgehog is a huge brand, and in terms of multimedia, he's like can't miss. We've seen with the Sonic movie and the continuation of the Sonic movie series with Knuckles, which is kind of overshadowing Sonic Prime, that this is a very marketable character, and honestly, he needs to be on as many people's screens as possible. Sega has some oversight on this, so they definitely don't want to see their IP fail, and if it's releasing on Netflix, like it's coming out as a Netflix original series, the money and the budget is most likely going to be there. Sega even said it themselves, they're not trying to make money with this, they're really just trying to boost the IP. So I think when it comes to this, it's going to be quality first. And in my opinion, there's just no way that this is going to be bad quality. Like if it's coming out on Netflix, like this is a huge deal. And to kind of dive into the other theories, like maybe there could be a second season. We know there's going to be 24 episodes, so is the second season just going to be splitting the 12 episodes maybe? Or maybe they're thinking about continuing the series beyond, which honestly, I really want to see because I'm excited for this project. So it's definitely a possibility, not saying like that's gonna happen, but that's what some people are saying. That's what some people think. Also, it makes sense. Like maybe they're just trying to ramp up production on it. You know, a team of 20 or 30 people is better than a team of 10 people. So the more people working on the project, the faster it can go and the higher quality it can be. If you're on team glass half full, then you just have to look at it positively. Like they're trying to add more animators or trying to add more talent to their staff. So is that a bad thing? Probably not. I don't think so. Honestly, the more I talk about it and the more I think about it and the more I psych myself into it, I'm glass half full. I think this show is definitely going to release on time. I think it's going to come out fall 2022, but I hear your concerns. It's very possible it could be delayed till 2023. It's definitely not off the table until they officially come out with a release date, so anything else is really just speculation. But I want to know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Are you team glass half full or team glass half empty? Thank you for watching this video. If you'd like to see more content like this, make sure to subscribe, drop a thumbs up, and please let me know your thoughts down below. Anyways, I got nothing else to report to you guys, so until I see you next time, peace out.